Okay, setting up webinar for Facebook Live. Let's pray my internet. Stay strong.
So James, get off format.
Am I right? You want me to go just my pictures, right?
Hi, everybody. I hope you are joining us live from our healthy presentation tonight. I am Gwen Peterson, and I am your host. And then I am co-hosting with Bob Butler. So let's see, Bob, can you wave to everybody?
How's it going, guys? I'm excited to be here this evening.
Yes, awesome. And then we have 3 people who are going to be helping our presentation tonight, sharing their story. So we have Tammy Taylor. Tammy, can you wave from Pennsylvania? And then Aubrey, you can show your face. Aubrey's coming to us from Utah. And then we have Dottie, who is coming to us from Wyoming. So if you can put down in the Facebook chat where you are coming in live from, we would love to see where you guys are coming in and joining us from. So first of all, I wanted to bring on Bob. Bob is one of the coaches on my team, and I am his coach. So Bob, let me turn it over to you, and I'd love for you to tell your story. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a minute so people can see your full face in all its glory to tell you.
Got the full effect here. Perfect. You know, I'm so excited to be on here this evening, and it's amazing to me to be able to, just wait here in about 5 minutes or so and watch these panelists talk about their transformation. But, you know, for me, I started on this program 3.5 years ago. You know, I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired, to be honest, and jumped on the program, and I lost, 80 pounds in 5.5 months, which, results aren't typical, but, they are possible. And from there, just moving forward and became a health coach and helping many others do it. And I'm excited to have two of my clients on here this evening. So anyway, Gwen, turn it back to you.
All right, perfect. And I just double checked because, as we all know, technology can be a little interesting. So I wanted to make sure we were for sure live, and we are. So good news, we are moving in the right direction. And what I love with our followers, if you've been commenting where you're from, I would also love for you to comment in the thread, what brings you to our live Facebook event tonight? Are you somebody that has a few pounds that you'd like to lose? Are you somebody that has health issues that you are trying to resolve? Or are you just interested to know more about what we're doing? Because if you are, you've come to the right place. So let me share my screen and we can show you a little bit more about what we do. So here is Bob's transformation photo and my transformation photo. And I personally started the program 5 years ago. I kind of used to joke that I am a weight loss expert, but at the time I was also a weight gain expert. So unfortunately, I could lose with the best of people, but I also could gain it right back. If that rings a bell to any of you, that basically that you are, and I need to record, so let's record this. So basically my story is I could lose weight really easily, but I gained it immediately back. So throw in the comments if that is you, that you have done really well multiple times losing weight, but then you've struggled to keep it off. And so for me, I had a friend that was doing the program, and I kind of just started watching her results, thought I would get involved, had no idea the ride that I was in for, because not only did it teach me how to eat healthy, but it gave me tools not only to learn how to keep it off, but to keep it off long term and to be able to help other people that I know get their weight off and also keep it off. So that's just a little bit of my story. And I was able to shed 45 pounds in 4 months and then kept it off since then. And my start date was June 5th, 2013. So it's been 5 years last month, or this month. Yes, this month. So just 3 weeks ago. So let me move forward to our company is called Optavia. And basically we focus on creating lifelong transformation transformations, one healthy habit at a time. And we have a couple of different components, and these are the speakers that we brought on tonight. We will first be having Dottie be talking about the healthy body, and she is going to be our first speaker. And then we know that for most people, it starts with the healthy body, but then it shifts over to getting the mind healthy, because if we don't get the mind healthy, we do not end up keeping the weight off. And for some people, they also need the healthy finances piece. And back to the healthy mind piece, as we will talk about later about a podcast, I will bring up later about something interesting that I learned in those podcasts that really helped me with my healthy mind just a few weeks ago, because we always get to grow as we evolve and learn. So basically, I'd love for you all to look closely at this Trilogy wheel. And in the 3 different areas we talk about in the healthy body, looking at the number of number 1, you are getting where you want to be, and you are working toward where you want to be, or are you really far away from where you want to be in terms of a healthy weight, where you are physically. We know a lot of people binge on Netflix, which means they're not moving their body. Is your eating where you want it to be, your relaxation, your healthy sleep? So rate where you are. And if you're willing to, throw it in the comments below where you would rate yourself from 1 being optimal to 10 being in a hole and not knowing where to go. And then on healthy mind, a 1 being you are involved in hobbies, your life is fulfilled, you're engaged and happy at work, and you have a lot of community involvement, and you have spending spiritual time to meditate. Give us a 1 if you are right where you want to be, or a 10 if you are needing to really work in that area. And then last but not least, in healthy finances, are you at a 1 where your money management is on point, you're contributing to your community, you feel like you have financial freedom and abundance, or are you kind of in that center of that hole, closer to a 10, that you aren't where you want to be? So some of you may not want to share that in the comments, but for you that are willing to, it always helps other people know where others are that are trying to work on moving their health forward. So let me tell you a little bit about Optavia's story and our credibility and our mission. So as I mentioned prior, at Optavia, we try to help you realize lifelong transformations, one healthy habit at a time. And our trilogy is not just about the scale. It's about helping your mind and body work together. And like I said previously, for most people, it does start with the weight loss. And what's great about our weight loss phase is it's a simple program that balances your blood sugar, and the side effect is weight loss and reduction in inflammation. And then as we go through that simple program, you are using our products and programs that are proprietary. And they, interestingly enough, have been used by more than 1 million clients nationwide. And our program has been recommended by more than 20,000 doctors since 1980. So it's not like we are brand new. This is a tried, true, and proven system within the medical community and now within our nation as well. So basically what's nice though is that with our proven system, the proven nutrition, we also have you work with an Optavia coach so that you never go it alone in your health and wellness journey. And the Optavia coaches are the lifeblood of our program. And what will be so awesome if this is a fit for you is you will end up getting plugged into an amazing community of like-minded individuals that are all working together toward optimal health. So what's awesome about it is it's not about a smaller you, it's about a healthier you living your best life. So that's what I love about our organization is there's so much to who we are and what we stand for and what we want to help people create in their life. And our program has 4 components. So the first component is you and your Optavia coach. You will link arms with a coach and they will guide you through the process. And then we have the Habits of Health system that will help you shift those mental constructs that you've had in the past to really be able to retrain your brain, is the way that I say it, to really help you move forward. But what we know is people are creatures where we like to be with other people. So why wouldn't you love the Optavia community that we create? And last but not least, we have amazing fuelings that I'll talk to you about in just a moment. So first on here is Dottie. So I put a different before and after of Dottie's because I just love this one so much. And I remember the first time I met Dottie in person, I had seen her as a before in photos. And when I saw her, I was shocked because Dottie is down over 140 pounds now. And can you tell me, do you think her life is different? And I'm assuming, as she tells our story, this isn't the first time she's tried to get healthy, but this is the first time she's been able to create this success. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you can see Dottie's full face and let Dottie tell us her story. So Bob, let's mute you and I will mute me, and Dottie, take it away.
Hi, thanks, Gwen. It's been an awesome journey. I was tearing up, and I'm going to try to get through this. My journey started actually at 10 years old. I was 150 pounds. Blame it on genetics, and they check everything, and no reason why. Just have to live with being heavy. And I've tried anything and everything out there, and over the years, I've probably lost the same ton over and over and over. I'm not exaggerating. My family that knows me well knows that. 2 years ago, I lost my mom to obesity-related diseases. She died of a heart attack at 68. And about 15, 16 months ago, I was laying in bed terrified that I was going to be the next one. For the first time in my life, the word morbid in front of the obesity was sinking in. And a good friend of mine, Christy, was losing weight. And I'm like, how are you doing this? And she introduced me to Bob. And it's been one of the best relationships I've ever had. I am a totally different person. When I started, I weighed 304 pounds. I struggled to get out of bed. I struggled to go to work. I'm a Girl Scout leader. I'm a very active volunteer with a nonprofit organization. And it took all of my energy to do all of that. My husband was taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, cooking. He brought me meals in bed, brought me pain pills. And, you know, it was my life, and I had no quality of life. I'm a CNA. I take care of those that are sick. And I was a very sick, very unhealthy person. And I was like, I got to make a change. I tried so many different things. If it was in a magazine, if somebody recommended it, I tried it. I'd lose 30 pounds. When I went to get married to Mark, I lost 56 pounds. I got very sick. I ended up in the hospital. I've got lupus, and I've got a lot of arthritis pain with the lupus. I had high blood pressure. I was on water pills for swelling. And I had no idea that so much of this was related to my toxic way of life, my way of eating and emotional eating. I did it all. So that's all behind me, thanks to Optavia. You know, I got on program, and my results are not typical. And when Bob told me that, I was like, I want to be extraordinary. I've got to do it. I want to live. And I was one of those people that was ultra unhealthy. And I still have a few pounds to lose, but I've lost 140 pounds. And what I have gained through that, it's priceless. It's last weekend we went hiking. We went on a 7-mile hike. The next day I was ready to go again. My husband took a couple days to recuperate. I'm able to clean my house. I'm able to enjoy my Girl Scouts and my grandchildren. And this program has given me so much quality of life. And I don't have the health issues anymore. My blood work is good. My lupus is in remission. It is something I have to keep an eye on for the rest of my life, but it no longer controls me. And because I have control, thanks to Optavia, thanks to everybody out there. And it's just wonderful. So glad to be a part of this.
Holy cow. Holy cow. This is getting good, guys. It's getting real good. We're just getting started. So moving forward a little bit, Gwen talked about, the support system and how our program has that support system. And I love that because, it's almost like AA for us food eaters. We have that support system where we can, really lean in on our health coach and our support system. And, it's more about a healthy lifestyle. It's not diet. It's just learning one healthy habit at a time. So, obviously we provide the encouragement and the support and all of that. But I want to move forward into, the next panelist, and I'm excited because knowing a little bit about this young lady and the background that she's come from, and, taking care of her little daughter and just really taking the reins of the horse and just really going with this. I want to introduce Aubrey, so I'm just going to let you take it away, Aubrey. Come off mute there, Aubrey.
Okay. Hi, guys. I am so happy to be here. Dottie, that was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for that. That was incredible. I'm so excited to be here. So I have a history with food. From a very young age, I remember being either looking at myself as I don't even know. I was either starving myself or I was overeating. There was never a happy middle ground. I had a lot of emotional challenges going on that I didn't know how to deal with. And so as I got older, that turned into, I started taking drastic measures to either lose weight and cover up those emotional issues, which was food addiction or starving myself or using drugs and alcohol. I got sober last year. February 22nd is my sobriety date. So it took me a minute. I had, like Bob mentioned, I have a little baby. She's 7 months old. And when I had her, I was, I had started the healthy mind aspect last year with AA and getting sober. But really when my healthy mind completely took off was when I started with Optavia. It started with weight loss. And then through all of the things that we offer, through the webinars, the podcasts, through the coach and the community, and then also the Habits of Health with the workbook, it has completely, my personal progress and my healthy mind has completely, I don't even have words for how much I have grown over the past 6 months since I started the program. I started at 170 pounds, and when I started the program, I was 170.2, and today I'm like 131 or something like that. So we lost about 40 pounds, and with Optavia, you every single day, everything that you do is just with personal progress and healthy mind. That's all that we focus on, is helping other people and helping ourselves move forward in our journey. So I'm so happy to be a part of Optavia. It's completely changed my life. So thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Aubrey. I've personally enjoyed watching your transformation over the last few months. And like I said prior, it's not just about the scale. It's about the scale, the mind, and can be for the finances. So thanks for sharing your story. I love that. I don't love that that's been what you've had to endure in order to find your health and wellness, but you are definitely changing other people's lives with your story as well. So perfect. So moving on to the next segments of our program is the Optavia community. So here's what's amazing is, like I said, yes, you have a health coach, but you also are going to get the opportunity to be part of this amazing community. So there are local and virtual community events, kind kind of like this community event right now. Then there are support calls and Habit of Health video calls that you can plug into at any time. You can either listen to them live or listen to them playback through a podcast app. And then we have a nutrition support team that you can call into at any time. And like I mentioned with those support calls or podcasts, I happened to be listening to one a couple of weeks ago, and the person running the podcast said something that I had never thought through before. She said, you know, when we struggle with food, we talk about food as a comfort or food as a coping mechanism. But if you think about it, from the day you were born, when you would cry, what would your mom do? Stick a bottle in your mouth to comfort you. So it's okay that we use food as a coping mechanism, but we get to learn how to do that in a healthy pattern. And so I was like, oh my goodness, okay, that clicked for me. And I've been listening to these podcasts for 5 years, but you hear new things when you're ready to hear it. So the community is just absolutely amazing because you're with like-minded people, all working toward the same goal of optimal health. And then last but not least, our fuelings. So we have you eat 6 times per day, every 2.5 to 3 hours. We have you drink a minimum of 64 ounces of water. And our fuelings are nutrient dense, carbohydrate controlled, and they are a balance of protein and carbohydrates. And what's really great about them is that they are scientifically proven with a nutritional profile. And they're designed to provide the right nutrition at every stage of the journey. And one of the things that this PowerPoint doesn't explain about that, though, is that basically our Optavia fuelings contain 24 vitamins and minerals, and they have high quality, complete protein and a patented probiotic. But here's the really awesome thing about them. They do not have any artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners from artificial sources. So that's the thing about it, is not only does it make it easy, but it's healthy for you as well. So basically, again, start thinking about, now that you're hearing about what our program has to offer, think about where you are in the healthy body category, the healthy finances, and the healthy mind, to see if your numbers have shifted now that you're hearing more about what our process looks like. And when we talk about what helping others could look like, this is where I love Tammy's story, because I had the opportunity to talk to Bob for the first time to Tammy when she first learned about the program. And this girl was already doing everything so right, yet not getting where she needed to be. And I remember when we showed her this income disclosure statement about what is possible if you help 5 people get healthy, 10 people get healthy, 20 people get healthy, or really decide to put a little more time in and make it into something that you decide is going to be what shifts your financial future forward. And so basically, this was the Tammy that I was on the phone with when I was learning about all the jobs she was doing and the little amount of money that she was bringing home. And so that's why I wanted to bring Tammy on as the healthy finances part of our story, because her story is really amazing. So Tammy, let me stop my screen and I will mute, and you can unmute and tell us a little bit about what I'm saying.
Hey, everybody. I'm an Optavia health coach, and I'm excited to be here. Thanks, Gwen and Bob. I love you guys. I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for you all. My story starts with my journey at first with a sad place with my health and also my finances, sort of, just put it that way. I was 50 pounds overweight, which is 10 of these babies. It's my rubber fat. Anyways, and I have thyroid issues, and I did have blood pressure issues, was on medication. I was borderline diabetic, and I was exercising, extreme exercising, even up at 3 a.m, running. And I also was doing different programs and plans, and I would just keep going up. So it was really, really frustrating and very depressing in that part of it. Then I saw my son. He lost 30 pounds in 7 weeks. And I was like, who's your coach? Let me talk to him. results. Not typical, but exciting and possible. So it was exciting. So I got a hold of my dear Bob, and my life has changed from the moment that I made that phone call. Try not to cry. But anyways, besides the health part of it, I lost 50 pounds in less than 6 months, and have felt wonderful. And then it's also been awesome being a health coach, because the first week on plan, I asked if I could be a coach too, because I wanted to pay it forward, and I wanted to help everybody feel exactly the way I do. And I still feel that way. The life transformations that I have seen has been beyond words. I'm surrounded by awesome people, successful people, and it's just been amazing. And then then the company itself wants us to succeed. And it's so exciting because I get to do what I love to do, help people, and I get paid for it. And it's been amazing. I get to, I wrote some things down. I get to do things like travel. I get to do things like, I get to go see my grandkids. I have a car that doesn't break down. I also, I have a savings now. I'm 50 years old, and I finally get to have a savings, not because I'm afraid, but because I can do it. And so I have also, what's really amazing is at the time that this all came about, what Gwen was saying is, I actually was, my job was, they were shutting down my job, and they were cutting hours, and they were cutting the pay. And I actually, at the very end of it, was only making around $400 a month, a little over that. And then I took on some side jobs, and I was working 16-hour days. And what is so cool about this is, I actually make more now in 3 months than I made in a whole year of working 40 hours. And I work probably 30 hours now, which is awesome. And another big thing that I really, really love about this is I can do this anywhere. One of my favorite things to do is to sit on my front porch with my old dog and talk to my clients, wave to my neighbors as they go by. They probably think that I'm just sitting out there all the time, but I am, and it's so peaceful. I also want to leave a legacy for my family. And to come to closing, I really want to leave a legacy for my family and my friends, not just from what I'm doing here, but internally. Let me say this. If you don't give up and you dream big, you surround yourself by people that love you from their heart. And this company is just behind me 100%. And my friends, they become a family. You will succeed. You just never give up. You will be a success. So I have to thank my coaches, and that's you guys, you, Gwen and Bob, from the bottom of my heart. My life has changed totally. I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about my future and excited. I love my tribe, and I love you guys. Thank you.
Wow, you guys. Has this just been so good? What I'd love to see is, let's see all those little red hearts flying up in the air right now. And if this has been something that's kind of pulled on your heartstrings a little bit, put a 1 in the comment. Let's see that. And then what I'd also love to see is, if this sounds like this might be a fit for you, circle back around and reach out to the person that invited you to watch this, because it certainly is life-changing. And let me say this, if not our program, find something that will work and fit for you. Like, do something that will help you. Yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good evening.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.